Hey guys, welcome to the Swisher Homestead channel. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We do apologize. Oh boy, do we apologize. So, I don't know where to start. So at the last minute, we had a family emergency that we had to go take care of. We left in kind of a rush. Amy's mom, we had to go up and take care of her. We had to get her packed up, get everything situated financial wise for her, make sure she's well taken care of, and make sure, it's kind of hard because, you never know how old people get until they reach the point in time where they start, your memory starts going a little bit, and kind of a rough thing for me to talk about. Anyway, so we had to leave the homestead, so we shut down our channel for about 7 weeks. We spent 6.5 weeks up in Ohio getting her set up and getting her moved down here where she's close to us. She was on the average, about 8.5 hours away from us. And if something was to happen, we would have had to drive up 8.5 hours to get to her. She is now only an hour away. We can get to her in an hour. If she needs us, we did move her to an assisted living facility close by. She is enjoying it. She's, it took a little time to settle in and get comfortable there, but she's doing well. In the process of going up there, we have to remember we had a cat and a dog. So we had the cat carrying the dog in a cage in the truck, and we're driving up, heading to Ohio. We get to Ohio, we still got the cat and the dog, and they're racing around the house, and they're driving you nuts, and they're trying to pack. I spent, 6 weeks packing 80 some odd years of Amy's mom's life, and let me tell you, it was a lot of packing. It was a lot of work for me. Amy was working part-time at work. She worked like 3, maybe 4 days a week, and she'd take the rest of the time off, vacation time, and she would go ahead and help me pack and move and get her mom situated and take care of the financials for her. And it was a lot of toll on us. I'm sorry that Amy couldn't be here right now, but Amy's working, of course, as most of you do know. I just wanted you guys to understand why we shut down our channel for the 7 weeks that we did. Like I said, we spent about 6.5 weeks up there getting it settled in and stuff, and I did get to do some fun stuff while I was up there. I got to go have perch, which is one fish that I absolutely love. I got to do that quite a few times while I was up there. We got to go to a couple of nice restaurants. We celebrated mine and Amy's birthday up in Ohio. It was a lot. There was a lot of stress for me, because I'm worried about the homestead, and I'm worried about what's going on here when we're not here. And while we were gone, apparently they had one of the worst storms ever. Of course, the tiny home's still here. Everything was here when we got back. We didn't lose nothing, but we did have a gigantic pine tree come down and block the road, that they actually had to have a dozer come and move the pine tree out of the way so people could exit that live here. Now on our road, we've actually got we got 5 people that live out here off of this road. We're about 2 miles in. The person that lives down at the very end, he's about 3.5, 4 miles in. So he's a lot longer down there. I had gotten a picture in the morning at about 9 o'clock that showed me this pine tree down, and Amy will put that right up here so you guys kind of get to see how big that tree was. I mean, it was so tall, and so, its circumference was just enormous. So I had to make phone calls and have somebody come down here and grab a dozer and get it moved off the road, and it was a lot of stuff was going on when we weren't here, so I was under a lot of stress. But we got through it all, and with God's will, we made it, and now we're on the next step. We're home. We're enjoying ourselves. When I got back, You know, I had a lot of work that I knew I needed to do and I needed to accomplish, and had a list of stuff that we need to get on. And you know, in the process of being up at my mom's, you know, I spoke to my dad. My dad said, look, we're selling our house and we're moving farther south. And I was like, okay, come help me. Sure, I'll come help you. So we left Ohio. We got here. We spent one night in the tiny house just to look over everything, to make sure everything was okay and kosher, to turn around that next morning and drive to South Carolina to help my dad pack up and move also. Stayed there for, I think, 3 days. We were there 3 or 4 days, and turned around and left and drive back home. And on that way, we apparently lost the front caliper on the truck. So we were scheduled to be here about midday. Now during this time, one of our neighbors was taking care of our chickens. The chickens are laying eggs like a factory, so they're getting about 17 eggs a day. They got their refrigerator full. They're asking us when we're going to be back. They can't get rid of the eggs, the amount of the eggs that the chickens are laying, and they're egged out. So, you know, it's been a lot. It's really been a lot. And I mean, that's something that we financially didn't plan on spending to fix the truck, you know. But we got it fixed. We stopped at a place and they fixed it for us. I says, you know what? Don't just do one. Do them both. Get them done. Put new brake pads on and new calipers. Now, I could have done this myself if I was here. But I was on the road. I was actually, I think we're in Alabama next to Talladega when this happened. So we had to find a place there on a Saturday when a lot of stuff was closed. They had a race going, an Indy race going on in Talladega that, you know, when we went to stayed at the hotel overnight, you know, we had to stop at 3 hotels till we finally got a room. And then we stayed at the hotel and woke up the next morning and took the truck and said, well, I'll see what happens with the truck. And it started happening again. I could tell because I could smell the pad burning. So we had to go have it done. So we did that. We didn't have an appointment. The guys were nice enough to take us in. I'd like to thank you guys too, by the way. If you're watching, you see this video, you know who I am. I've told you about us. Thanks a lot, guys. We would never made it home if it wasn't for you guys. I called up a friend of mine before we had it repaired and talked to him, and he's like, you know, you're only about 4 or 5 hours away. We could bring a trailer down. And I'm thinking, yeah, waste the gas, bring the trailer down, put the truck on, load up the truck, and all of us, the dogs and the cat and everything, riding back. I'm just gonna have this done. So we had it done. We had the brakes fixed. We finally got home. When I got home, I'm telling you, this grass has grown. I had 2 foot of grass. I had to cut all the grass twice to get the grass cut and manicured back. Had to use a weed eater. I mean, this place, it looked like somebody had left this place and never been here. That's how bad the grass were and the weeds were. And so it took me about 3 days to get this area cleaned up enough to where I could deal with it. I could look out and be like, okay, I can deal with this. Chickens were fine. They were doing great. We had some issues, a few minor little issues with the coop while we were gone. But that's stuff that's, you know, simple fix. Chickens are fine. They're doing great. Didn't lose one the whole time we were gone. We're really happy about that. Still produced a ton of eggs. As soon as we came back, that morning, Amy went out to get us eggs for breakfast. We had 30 eggs sitting in that coop. By the end of the week, we had 70 some eggs. And they're still producing now like that. So it's been a lot of fun. I had a lot of stuff that we had to get scheduled to get done. We got a lot of videos coming up. A lot of good stuff. Stuff that you'll be interested in watching. I mean, it's been a whirlwind for us to get this stuff done. And now that we're finally going to have it finished, makes me feel good. It's been driving me nuts because I had a lot of issues when I was in Ohio from some of the landowners around me about what we had done. And you know what? We got it finished. So the next video you'll see what people were complaining about. And I can kind of understand why, but I'm a person that holds my word, that I say if I'm going to do it and finish it, I do it and I finish it. And it would have drove me nuts anyways. I would have figured out a way to get it done one way or another. So, well, I hope you guys understand. You know, this was not planned, closing our page down for as long. It wasn't like we were on vacation out in the Bahamas somewhere on some cruise ship or doing something like that. We're taking care of family. We hope you guys understand. So please do us a favor. If you could, just hit the subscribe button, the like button, the thumbs up. Make sure to tag that bell so you'll get the new updates, all the videos we got coming out. And we've got a lot of projects on the homestead happening that, you know, we need to get done. And you guys could be a part of that. You know, you might learn something, or if you got something you want to tell us, put it down in the comments below. And, you know, give us your info too. We're all about it. You know, it's a family. Homesteaders are family steaders. So at that point, guys, I'm Justin. Sorry Andy couldn't be here. Swisher Homestead /farm. And we'll see you on the next video coming up real soon. Till then, take it easy and God bless.